everybody, it's Leah again. I'm here with another 12 by 12 layout. I'm going to use the Chicken Nitty Date Night collection. I used it because the colors in this are inspiration from a mood board that we got from the Victoria Marie Facebook group challenge for Wednesday Hump Day. Um, and I was excited to get this collection. I went back to Tuesday morning several times trying to get this collection. Finally, when I resigned myself to it, it wasn't there, and I don't know where it got put the day that I found it, but the day before I found it, and then I went back the next day, and it was there, and I was very happy, and I bought it. It was great. It was only $5. There was double-sided sheets. There's cutouts. There's stickers. There's alphas. I mean, it's a great collection. I love the colors in there. These blues and teal, everything's kind of tealy and peachy, and I just love the paper. So I decide on this this beige paper that has these kind of white spritzy splotches on it, which are great. I love it as a very neutral background. Reminded me of the walls in one of the pictures from the inspiration mood board. And then I love this plaid. That picture, by the way, is my husband. I shot him last year for a photo class I was taking, and he was the best model ever for me to do my first portraits for the class. Tim Holtz tea, I keep wanting to say dye. I think it's tea stain, tea dye. Sure, why not? I'm going to distress all the edges of my paper. So as I go, I just pick a new paper. I layer. My ATG gun is now working. Thank God. It's missing a part, but it's working, so that's all I care about. I'm also going to use a insert from this Project Life Cinnamon Edition kit. I got it on clearance at Michael's. I think it paid me like $11 for it or something. Yeah, something like that. I love these cards. I use this herringbone one because, one, I like the herringbone against the herringbone that I use from the Chicken Nitty collection. But I also love that little white stripe going across. I feel like it breaks things up a little bit. Gives me a place to maybe write something or add a little embellishment if I choose to. I'm not going to get this stripe in. I'm trying so hard because the colors are perfect and pull from the mood board, but I give up on it eventually. And then I cut this, and when I cut it and I lay the picture back down, I put the houndstooth down heading in the same direction. I kind of wish I'd done it in opposite directions. Now that I look back, I wasn't paying attention. I was just rushing. I really wanted to try and get a layout done in less than an hour, and I'm not capable of it, guys. I'm just, as simple as this one was, I think maybe it took like 40 minutes no, it probably took an hour. I'm not gonna lie, it probably took an hour. I'm slow. That's a branding strip from the paper, the beige paper, I believe, and I loved the dark pop of color, and I really wanted to get that on, a little something else in there. So I thought, I'll just tuck the branding strip in, which worked really well. And having my ATG gun is such a help because now I'm not gluing down edges of pages. I'm just putting the glue right in the middle. I really want to use another one of those cards to bring some more brown in, but I can't get it in there. The brown was inspired by the suitcases in the picture. Which I really, the mood board was fantastic. I mean, it had some really great stuff. Bicycles and suitcases and florals and this gorgeous teal dress. And there's me trying to find a floral, trying to see if I can't get a floral in. And I was like, I think it's just too much. So I'm flipping and flipping. I want to add some more teal in. And I see this cut apart sheet. And I think, it's perfect. I'm going to cut out first I'm going to take the branding strip because I want to keep it. I want to keep it whole and intact because all my other ones come out of books. This was the first time I had one in a while that wasn't from a book, so I wanted to keep that. I'm going to use this one because it matches the background paper that I use, but there's more of that spritzy, like, misting on it, but it's built into the paper, obviously. It's, like, designed into the paper. And I like that about it, so I'm going to distress the edges again with my tea dye. Ink, and I keep fidgeting before I finally glue this thing down, but I am going to get it in place eventually. These are Tim Holtz salvage stickers that I have laying around from a smash book I did for a friend. I'm looking at these bicycles and I'm thinking I'm going to use this bicycle guy, and then I'm like, no, it's too much. I love the old-timiness of my husband's outfit, and that's why I decided I wanted to do this one. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna get this down just so I have a, I'm pretty sure this is all the papers I wanted to layer in there. Um, and I wanted to get more, but I was like, oh, I didn't want to overdo it because I felt like it was just going to get to be too much. I wanted to keep it a little light and see if I could just get this done quickly. I'm going to hold off on sticking that down because I think I want to put something behind it, but I don't think I end up doing that. So I'm going to take these salvage stickers. I'm trying to find ones that are look like travel stamps that you would put on a suitcase because I wanted to pull that suitcase influence. And then I have a lot of these ones that say photograph, and that was important because it was, about me taking this photo, this layout. So I find this little bike. It's from a Seven Gypsies stamp from like ages ago. And I haven't used it in a while. I used the hand in a layout for my son for his Bill Nye layout, but I wanted to get this on here. And now you saw me. I'm gonna think about doing it in brown, and I should have gone with my gut. I think it would look nicer in brown, but I'm gonna do it in black, and then I'm gonna hate it. And I still kind of do. I feel like it just sticks out just a little bit too much. It's a little distracting, but I did want a secondary cluster around that spritzing at the bottom of the page. So I mean, I'm gonna leave it because whatever. And I kind of I use some Tim Holtz, not Tim Holtz, Maggie Holmes. No, Heidi Swap. Leah, get it together. Heidi Swap Shine Mist to kind of bring more black into it. Okay, that's a Mombi Sticks sticker, foam sticker that says hello. And now I'm looking through these different photography stickers from the salvage stickers, and I'm looking for one that kind of has a lot of peach in it because I want it to pull it to keep in that color way from the inspiration board. I'm going to stick that under there. Trying to keep a strong diagonal from the top right to the bottom left, and I'm gonna put a sticker on there which later I take off, and I don't think at the end I changed the photo, but you'll see it in the photo at the end, but I take it out eventually. It's not on my layout anymore. Those clings are Hampton Arts, and the other ones were from like, they go with Graphic 45 something, I can't remember, and these ones are like they're postage ones, but the other ones were Graphic 45 steampunk something, I can't remember what it was. I love them. I've used them before on a smash book I made for a friend. So I'm just going to stamp with a gray color so it kind of is just faded and on there. I want to just add a little more interest to the paper to make the whole thing look like a giant postcard, a big oversized square postcard, but a postcard nonetheless. Yeah, and I like it so far. I'm feeling really good about this. I like the way it's coming. I'm going to go back to my inspiration here, and I'm going to look. I don't know what I'm looking for. What am I looking for? I don't remember. Oh, florals. Yeah, I'm like determined to get some flowers in there because I was like, there's a little bowl in the middle of the picture with flowers in it, and I'm like, oh, I really, really want to try and work them in. So, I mean, it takes me a while, but I get them on there eventually. Deciding whether I'm going to use these word stickers. I'm like, think about it. I don't. Eventually, I just I do. What else do? I think I used something else. I can't remember. Oh, I just used letters to spell out a word instead of using sentences. But all right, so I'm going to pop those corners on pop dots to get a nice little shadow underneath. And I'm going to rough up the edges just a little bit. Just turn them up just a little bit so they don't look so neat and tidy. Yeah, I was feeling really good about the layout. It's a lot of fun to do these challenges because I feel like I get a little lazy and I won't scrapbook if I'm kind of not challenged. I'm the same way with my photography. I think I get kind of lazy. But when I'm like really excited, I go for the gold. So, all right. So I'm going to use these stickers. They are dollar section from Target. Little letters. They look like, what are they? Like craft, and I'm gonna distress the edges, and I'm in like really far fast forward right now because if not, you'd be watching me do this forever. It took me forever to get this title on. I mean forever, because I had to distress each letter, figure out where I wanted the letters, move the letters around, do it again. I think I moved the letters like 3 times before what you're actually seeing. So yeah, I just couldn't make my mind up. I'm gonna move that A for the ham. I move it a few times because it was just floating there and it looks so sorry, and I was like, okay, So let's take it off. Let's try this strip here because that kind of fills up the space there. And then I was like, no. Very quickly. It didn't take me very long to realize I didn't like that. I am going to use that sticker again, though. So now I use a circular one, and it matches the color on the branding strip, which I liked a lot. And now I have to glue the letter because it's out of steam. And I love that. I'm very happy with it. It really pops. It looks really cute. Even in person, it looks really nice. It has a little bit of a dimension from the distressing. What am I looking at? Am I looking at the flowers again? No. Oh, the clock. There's a clock. There's a clock in the picture. And I forgot that I stamped this clock. I'm looking at it. You think I'd notice it. And again, because I'm like, ugh, I used the black. Let me just use the black again, which I regret again. But I didn't want to have now all my stamping be different colors. So I was like, just suck it up, Leah. You're using this color now. So because it's so bold and I didn't want the clock to be like too much of a feature, I wanted to kind of do a subtitle. So I distress that sticker. I get it back out. I'm going to fidget around for a little bit, figure out where I'd like it, because I do want to keep it balanced. I don't want too much weight ending up in this bottom half of the page, because I want the secondary cluster to be a cluster of its own, and then they're diagonal to kind of continue, but it doesn't really work out that way. Okay, these are like a canvasy letter, like a rubbery canvas from Hello Pastel by Prima, and I got all those letters for $1. I think $1. Yeah, like $1. It was awesome find. Tuesday morning. I love Tuesday morning for getting my crafting stuff. I went there like 3 times this week with my Mother's Day money. I just went to town. I got a lot of money and I spent it all on crafting stuff, guys. It was kind of a little bit embarrassing. But, you know, hey, I love my crafting. So there you go. So, yeah. So I'm going to put down the word silly just to have a little, you know, something else to add to the layout. I didn't want it to just be the title and then hello, you know, I wanted a little something else. So I really like that. I'm glad I moved it over to the right. I think when it was underneath the picture, you lost a lot of it. And so I was able to, you know, to kind of group that and have it look really nice. And now, oh, God. So now I'm going to use a brown stamp, which I don't know why I did that. Oh, because the arrow with the hello sticker was brown. And I should have stamped first before I got confident about putting some of those letters down. And I couldn't get it to stamp the front of the arrow on that recollection stamp. So I have to draw it in with my, I think it's a recollections pen. It's like a brown fine tip pen. And yep, and it looks good. I'm happy with it. Well, I'd be happier if it would have stamped right, but it is what it is. Okay, so do I do my journaling? Yes. And it says, the second I turned on the camera, he couldn't help himself. Of all of the shots I took that day, everyone loves this one the most. So yeah, it was fun shooting. My mother-in-law was visiting and her husband was watching the baby and we were all just hanging out and we were just talking, and he'd look up at the camera, he'd make a face, and then he'd talk and I'd take some pictures and he'd make a serious face, and then he'd, you know, it was a lot of fun. And he had like wardrobe changes and it was a lot of fun shooting my husband. My teacher said, oh, this is somebody you're gonna have to shoot again and again because they're probably a lot of fun to shoot. And he was a really good sport. So I glue that top piece down. I'm feeling like, okay, we're good. And then I'm like, no, I need a little something in this secondary cluster here, down on the left. I'm sorry, on the right. And I go for this little pair of goggles from the salvage stickers. And trying to figure out if I'm going to use another sticker, which I do. And my camera cut out again. My shine mist. I'm going to cover the picture. And oh, what you also didn't see with me putting that sticker down on the left, that it's like some kind of like cream, like man cream or something. I don't know. But yeah, after I did it, I took it off because I wasn't happy with it. But yep, here are your close-ups. Yeah, again, I say make a mood board and challenge yourself to work from it because it was a lot of fun. Oh, the flowers. Oh God. So I do finally get some flowers on, and I'm happy with it. I was glad I got it on, but one of the you'll see it a little bit after I get this one down. I distress them, and after I distress, there's a little white one. It looked like a fried egg. And I go to put it down and I'm like, I can't this because I made a mess of my spray. Whenever I make a mess of my mist, I cover it with something. I don't like it to just sit there and be like, oh well, I made a smudge. So I'm like, I can't just put this white fried egg looking sticker down. So I put this other peach flower and I'm much happier. I like the little cluster flowers there. So yeah, that's it. I give it a thumbs up. That's it. We're done. Hooray! I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Here are your pictures. Bye.